So I'm joined here by our ex-sports officer, Sam Butterworth, a legend of the AU. So we are sat here in the interval. Between Rugby League and Rugby Union, just in a league loss. What did you think of the match?
Yeah, I mean, yes, the score does say what it does, but you can't question the passion or the desire of the Bradford Storm lot. I mean, yes, the score says what it is, but you know, the passion, the strength, the fight. There's a reason they're called Bradford Storm, and fair play to them. Yes, you know, the point goes to Huddersfield, but we can't question their attitude.
I completely agree with you. So far, we have seen some amazing performances from Bradford and Varsity. What's been your highlights of Varsity so far?
For me, yesterday's netball seconds was an absolute delight to watch. It was a close game. Huddersfield were in it a lot, but just the sheer commitment and just the attitude and the strength of the netball seconds. I mean, you know, that's the first time they've ever been in Varsity for, you know, albeit half a point. It's still, still goes to the eventual score. But it was formidable. And then the frisbee I watched just before, that wasn't quite as enjoyable because it was so painfully close, but it was a win, so you can't complain. And then I watched you guys this morning, first time mixed volleyball. Again, you know, very close, but you know, everywhere I've gone, you just hear that crowd everywhere. Do you know what I mean? And you hear nothing from Huddersfield.
You've touched on a great point there. One of the main things of Varsity in recent years has been the development sports. A lot of new sports coming in, and probably one of the most notable is trampolining. Last year being a Bradford win, but it didn't count. But this year it was the first time ever it was a point, and they came away with, it was very close, but they came away with a win yesterday.
That shows the strength of the AU, right? 3 years ago when I was officer, trampolining club, I was happy to see closed down. And obviously Sophie came a lot and changed it, and you know, whilst a Varsity win should go to Team Bradford, you know, a lot of the credit has to go to Sophie there for what she's done for that club. It was the perfect, you know, swan song for her to leave on. You know, her club winning Varsity 4 points after where they've come from.
Okay, well Varsity started on Sunday, and we're coming up to the final event now on the Wednesday. It's men's Rugby Union next. We're going to see the Rams out in full force. What are your predictions?
I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Rams, they won last year. They only just lost the year before on this turf, so I think they want a bit of revenge from last time they were here. They were very unlucky, and I think, you know, the Rams, they've come a long way, and they're going to show some brute force, and they're going to absolutely kill it.
Well, there you go, Mr. Sam Butterworth, 2 years VP, 2 years president of the AU. He must know his stuff. So Rams win, he says. Let's hope his words are true.
Let's hope.
Thank you very much.
No worries, mate. No worries.
This is the final warm-up for the men's Rugby Union, the final event, and the climax of Varsity 2016. It has been a very up and down contest so far. A strong start by Bradford, but then Huddersfield have come back even stronger. I have no idea what the scores are at the moment. All I know is it's close, and it may come down to this final game. I'm joined here by Chris Peel, the director of rugby for the Rams. Chris, did you see the rugby league game?
I saw a bit of it. We were more focusing as a team on getting prepped for the game and getting ready for everything. As you can tell from the boys, they're focused. There's a lot of noise. They're communicating well. The feel in the squad is that they're really up for it.
Because you are in the same league as Huddersfield, and at the moment in time, you are below Huddersfield. Is this going to affect your mentality any?
That has no effect. It's Varsity. All cards are off here. This is the game for the boys, and watch these boys tonight, and you will see them win. Right? I guarantee it.
Okay. Have you got any tactics or any special game plans for today?
Just got to be doing what we've been doing all year in practice. Just keeping honest, playing well, playing smart, not trying anything too silly or anything like that, and just playing good rugby, which is what these boys will do.
So, have you got all your strongest players back, or is anyone injured?
There's no injuries. We've got an interesting bench. We're not putting in all of our best players to start with. We've got people who can rotate in, some veterans who can rotate in and offer leadership later on in the game, which I think is how you've got to play rugby nowadays. We've got a good squad, and as I said earlier, the feeling amongst the team, the feeling amongst the players is really good.
You sound pretty confident. Who's going to win and what's the score going to be?
It's going to be a close one and we're going to win. Let's say 27-24.
Very, very close. Lots of scores. I absolutely love it. Okay, so there you have it. The director of rugby believes in them. I believe in them. Let's just see if they can make it happen on the pitch.
They believe in us.
Very good point. Look at those fans over there. Bradford have turned up in force. The final bus has arrived. Let's see if they can do it.
Team Bradford! Team Bradford! We're back!
Okay, hello and welcome to the final event in Varsity 2016. I'm Johnny Jenkins. I am joined by Alistair McIntyre.
Good evening, one and all.
Okay, both teams are now on the pitch in their huddles. Alistair, what do you reckon they'll be saying right now?
From experience, in that Bradford hull, we're going to be talking. We're going to be going, strong forwards, going in there, lots of pick and goes, working it down, breaking it down, rooking over strong, and then getting out to the backs of the strikes.
Okay, so the Bradford team starting at number 1 is Alpha. Our hooker is Duncan. Our other prop is Will. Our 2 second rows are Neil and Gary Lang. Our flankers are Will George and Muzzy. And our number 8 is Yinka.
And then at number 9 we've got Kenny Wan. At 10 Ethan Perkins. We've got Rupin and James at 11 and 12, Innocent at 13, Eugene at 14 and Edmund at 15.
Okay, and we have Huddersfield to kick off first. I can imagine that Bradford Rams will be feeling a bit nervy right now after watching the Storm lose by quite a big margin. But I think they'll be confident in themselves. They've had a more solid season than the Storm have, and they are the reigning champions of Varsity. They won last year. They'll be feeling confident. I believe in them. I'm pretty sure they believe in themselves.
And we're off here at Bradford Salem.
Great first tackle there by Huddersfield. Bradford have recycled it though.
So we're in the breakdown here. The ball is still with Bradford. They're rooking over well. Cannons are being taken. The forwards are running the ball in here right now. But we've had a turnover here now. Huddersfield are on the ball.
Huddersfield are in Bradford's 22 here. They've got great precision. Ball's out. Great tackle there. Didn't let him get any yards at all. Huddersfield trying to the pick and go. Brought down once again.
Bradford defending well here. Back in their own 22.
Another solid tackle. Still in Bradford's 22. Huddersfield. They send it out wide. Big tackle there, no yards made. Still in the 22 though. Big tackle there by our captain, Ethan Perkins. He's had a solid season, loads of points, loads of tries. He's been playing well, leading from the front.
Huddersfield still in possession here, passing the ball out well. Strike play here, 10 carries in, well tackled.
Bad pass there.
Bad
it's
pass
gone
there,
out
but
wide.
the wing goes out wide.
Great tackle,
Great tackle there.
Very close to Bradford's line now, to the far right hand side.
Tackled again, short of the Bradford line here. Bradford defending for their lives, and there's a penalty. Penalty to Bradford.
Fantastic. Great effort. Penalty.
Excellent defence there by Bradford.
Not releasing the ball there. Fantastic effort by Bradford. They were defending for a long time. There was a lot of phases. They did fantastic there.
There we go, some great ground made there. Line out to Bradford.
Bradford line out about 10 metres outside of their own 22.
We've got Duncan Singer here at hooker getting ready to place the ball in.
A descendant of many, many races. No one knows exactly where he's from, but he's from somewhere.
The current belief is Northern Italy.
Because Duncan and Singer is traditional Italian names.
Early lift.
Oh,
Ball collected by Bradford.
just about. No.
We've got an early lift by Huddersfield, so we're going to replay the line out.
I do recognise this referee. I love this referee, I'm not going to lie. This referee has got a lot of banter and he doesn't really take any jibs, anything from the men. I do like this guy.
Up at the front, ball stolen by Huddersfield, and it's out of play.
It's out of play off Huddersfield hands.
Bradford
Down
ball
line.
just outside the 22.
The ref today is sporting a wonderful purple and pink top.
With navy blue socks and purple shorts.
He is pulling it off, not going to lie.
Ball straight over the top, won by Huddersfield here, but Bradford taking the ruck.
Good pick up there by Alpha.
Strong counter ruck here by Huddersfield, but the ball's
been here
taken
for a
in.
while, but he's doing well. Good pick and go
Excellent
there.
carry there by Gareth Lang.
Oh, great
Big
tackle there by
tackle on
Huddersfield,
him.
but
He gets the
offload.
ball away. Will
an
George
offload.
carries in.
Good recovery, good recovery.
Pick and go here by Neil. Ethan gets the ball out to the... The kick is barged
Kick is
down.
charged down.
Bradford get the
recover.
ball back.
Ethan's still got the ball. Good clear out there, good clear out.
Bradford win the ruck and get the ball carried
Another
out.
pick and go here.
We've got a penalty here, I believe, against Huddersfield.
Scrum Bradford, believe it or not.
Scrum towards Bradford here. We've got Huddersfield getting ready in their blue and banana yellow kit.
First scrum of the game here, let's see what happens.
Bradford have the larger packet looks. Let's see how this goes.
Line now hasn't been too solid. Oh, that has to be solid. Neither's the scrum so far.
There's some silly business here in this scrum.
There is a bit of awkwardness in the in the Bradford front row. Will George is considerably taller than his fellow prop and hooker.
It sort of makes, it's a bit like a triangle, really, the shape they end up making with their heads.
Okay, Kenny
The ball's in, Kenny
in.
gets the ball out. It's number 8's feet, the ball's out. Kenny feeds it to Ethan Perkins. Perkins lays it off to James Serple, takes it into
Good move, didn't make many
Bradford,
yards
ruck
though.
over. Kenny with the ball.
Okay, another pick and go there. Bradford enjoying this good pick and go. They're liking playing it through the forward
It's
so
the strong
far.
forwards. They're going to try and bully Huddersfield all
There
day.
you go. Yinka once again. We all remember him from his performance in Crosscodes.
And Ethan on a great
good
run.
line break
Ethan
there.
breaks past 3.
I know,
He's
great
over.
line break.
But the ball's out and
and
Huddersfield
it's gone
recover.
forward, It's gone forward. Advantage Huddersfield.
Huddersfield have the ball.
Oh, Huddersfield's come off. He's got a bit of a step on him, not going to lie. He looks quite agile. And Huddersfield are singing the same song once again. No surprise there.
And there's a kick there by the fullback. Bounces around. Kenny collects, takes into contact. Tackled by 3. Bradford ruck over and recover the ball.
Bit of support there. That ball bounced right in front of Eddie Ross then, but he's been avoiding that ball a bit. He's putting a bit away, avoiding that ball like pudding. great defence there by Huddersfield. Really put some
Trying to
pressure on the
counter
Bradford
Rook over
pack.
here, but Bradford really are working hard here in the forwards.
Bradford's forwards are going to be absolutely knackered after this, but then so are Huddersfield.
Ball out to Ethan, runs it in himself, tackled by Free.
For a fly half at this level, Ethan is quite big, and he's making his size known.
You have to remember, Ethan always played flanker until a few years ago before moving to number 10. So he still is a forward.
He's
at heart.
very, very technical for someone that used to play flanker.
And that's Neil with a great run.
Neil, another fellow chemistry student like myself. This man does have a great ginger beard.
Possibly the best beard we've seen all Varsity.
He's probably the closest thing Bradford has to a Viking. I'm pretty sure I've seen a horn helmet in his room, and he's got another carry there. He is having a good game. He knows what this means.
And now Kenny breaks 2 tackles.
Oh, there we go. Kenny goes free. Kenny goes free.
Kenny scoots through, gets the ball away. Bradford keep hold of the ball here.
On the edge of Huddersfield's 22 now. Great go. Okay.
Whistle blown. Oh, there's a few punches flying in here.
Oh, there's a bit.
It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, there's just always that one idiot with a headband, isn't there? You know, put a bit of tape around your head and suddenly you think you're 10 men. Some of the Bradford boys having a quiet discussion over this ball, trying to decide what to do. I'm not going to lie, I've been impressed with the Bradford boys so far. They've been playing really well. They've looked like the better side, the more physical side, the bigger side.
If Bradford can carry on the way they're going and play their game, this will be a very close game. It's if they can let Huddersfield get to them and get the ball out to the wings and play it like that, that's where Bradford will fall behind.
My worry that I've seen so far is Huddersfield will seem a little bit quicker and a little bit more agile, so if they can keep it in the middle, keep it tight, they should do well. But if Huddersfield get hold of the ball, fling it out wide, let people get the step on, then they might have a bit of a problem. But as long as Bradford keep the ball in hand, they're doing well.
You have to remember, these two teams have met already this season in books, and Huddersfield did win that game.
They did win, but I'm pretty sure Bradford did not have the squad they had out today.
They did not, that is very true. And
I'm pretty sure there's only 2 scores in it, 2 or 3 scores.
There were, and those were 2 tries which were from broken coverage, and we have the line out here, won by Bradford.
Referee isn't happy though. Okay, another line out to Bradford. Mr. North Italy. Great ball in. Neil the Viking, Massey takes it down. They've got the ball going.
There's a great driving maul here going by Bradford.
The old driving maul from the line out.
Put the ball's down now, is it?
Highlight of the old Rugby World Cup in September. And it's stopped again. So what the ref has to say about this one. Okay, there's a scrum coming up. I'm not exactly sure whose ball it is right now. Okay, Huddersfield scrum in their own 22, very close to the sideline.
Here we go. Bradford are down to bind. Very nice and low, perfectly flat. You could bounce a plank of wood on that.
Great scrum by Bradford. They pushed them right back.
Hard, pushing
good drive.
Field.
Clearance kick by Bradford. Straight out by Huddersfield. Sorry, straight out. Bradford line out. We're hearing some big chants by Bradford now. Join the Rugby League where Huddersfield got here first. They were out singing us, but right now, the Bradford teams, the Bradford supporters, the spectators, they've all got here. They're hearing voice, the alcohol's kicking in. They're here to sing and they're here to win. And you can look, you can just watch the boys. Look at them. You can just see it. They want to win for the crowd and for themselves.
And really, I think Huddersfield are a bit shocked, really, at how strong Bradford have been so far. You know, they've had one attack and they're stopped easily by Bradford's defence before pushing all the way up the field, and they've been camped in their own half now, Huddersfield, for most of this half.
It was exactly the same with the rugby league. Like, the majority of our big sports have been just, we've lost a lot of guys. We've lost a lot of guys to placement and to injury as well. And everyone has come back from injury, and we're all here for the biggest game of the year.
Now back to this game, we've got the centres charging with the ball in now for Bradford, just outside the Huddersfield 22. We've got Kenny giving the ball onto the forwards here, but it's come out with a tackle.
It's not forward, it's not forward. Huddersfield ball now.
And that's a Huddersfield ball just outside their own 22. Crashing in hard against the wall of Bradford shirts.
Advantage over!
Penalty advantage to Huddersfield. Little chip over the top. Bradford takes it.
Gareth Lang collects easily, but the ref's blown up.
Penalty to Huddersfield. Right in front of us, we have Innocent already stretching out. It's still the first half. Probably halfway through the first half, and he's already stretching out. Let's hope this isn't a recurrent occurrence, because we had this in the rugby league. A lot of guys went down either with cramp or injuries. Hopefully the Rams got a bigger pack. A lot of guys that have been playing all season. Hopefully we don't have the same problem.
I mean, of course, you've got strong interchanges on the bench as well for Bradford. You've got the likes of Nick Hopkins, Rob Hartley still on that bench waiting to come on.
A lot of guys that have been playing for years. Eddie Ross then has a kick forward and chases.
Kenny with the tackle.
Kenny with the tackle. Good clear out by Huddersfield there.
Oh, and it's a great run in there by Eddie.
It's penalty advantage. Not exactly sure why. The ball was out. I don't know what the ref's saying. Eddie's been a bit lazy. Get behind that ball, mate. Come on. Keep forward. Eddie's chasing. Eddie's chasing.
Eddie's after it. And the referee blows.
Referee blows. I thought advantage was over. His hand came down, but nope. I think he was just getting a bit lazy. Still looking striking in that purple and pink top. Okay, penalty Huddersfield just inside Bradford's half. He's only a little lad there, fly off. The way he walks, he thinks differently.
So here we go, we're going to have a the first Huddersfield line out of the game now. About 10 metres outside of the Bradford 22.
We're going to see what Bradford's defence is all about. We've seen their attack, it's all through the forwards and then fling it out wide and see what happens. But let's see what they can do in defence. Hopefully they've got it.
Just waiting here for the ball so that we can start with this line out. And the ball's in it, so the first man at the front, but it's a knock on it, looks like by Huddersfield possibly.
It's gone backwards, they said.
And the ball's up in the air,
Fly half kicks it nice and high.
Eddie Ross down to collect.
Oh, he hasn't.
And it's a Huddersfield try.
It is a Huddersfield try. Mistake by Eddie Ross then. To a Huddersfield try, right beneath the post. Surely this is 7 points. That is going to be a huge kick in the team at Bradford. They were playing very, very well.
So that's
the first time Huddersfield get to their 22, it's a try.
That's now 5-0 and we'll await the conversion.
Yeah, it's currently 5-0 to Huddersfield with the kick to come. I really hope that doesn't get into the Bradford boys' heads. They've been playing so well and that was just one simple mistake.
Very unfortunate.
It could have been the floodlights, could have been the pressure, but that just was a missed catch and led to a try.
This kick between the posts should be an easy one, really. So
let's see what he can do. Small in nature. Let's see if he's small in air. Yeah, and he's done it. Okay, so that was a converted try by Huddersfield. That is 7-0 Huddersfield. Completely against the run of play.
of course, yes, for any of you out there that don't know the scoring system, you get 5 for a try, 2 for a conversion, and 3 for a penalty kick.
I said this in the last match, but this is where we're going to see what kind of Bradford team we have out there. The Storm conceded early, so we were saying, let's see how they react to that. We've conceded after dominating possession, dominating play, and dominating territory. So that's going to be a massive kick in the teeth, but let's just see how they react. So if it was me, I'd be angry, and I'd be out there trying to win every single ball and get that ball back over their try line. Don't you worry, Edmund Ross, then. We believe in you.
So we're just waiting now for Ethan to kick off. Ethan says it's okay, the kick goes. Collected by Huddersfield, passed out to a forward. Runs in it hard, tackled well. Huddersfield win the ball in the ruck. Great tackle there by Ethan to bring him down.
Bradford are trying their best to get over that ball and get those turnovers. Great tackle there by Will Collins. Oh, just slipped through him.
And the ball's out.
Ripped away. Oh, that's gone forward, surely. Surely. Refs missed it. Play goes on into the Bradford half.
It's all a bit crazy right now on this field. We've got the breakdown. Huddersfield win the ball in the ruck.
Some big contacts here. They've got some big runners in Huddersfield. Oh,
and it's a chip over the top. Rupen's underneath
Rupen
to catch
Tamang.
it. Great take by Rupen.
Rupen Tamang has already played a whole hockey match today, and he's here playing rugby. He's played 70 minutes of hockey. Now he's here playing 80 minutes of rugby. What an athlete! Alpha, one of our great
Alpha
veterans, taking a great run.
But the ball's been lost and Huddersfield recover.
Oh, another mistake by Bradford. Okay, just outside Bradford's 22. Great tackle there! Amazing tackle. Great tackle there by James Serple, otherwise known as Ed Sheeran, storming, but the penalty advantage was to Huddersfield, so it's now... Oh, no, sorry, it was a knock-on advantage. It's now a scrummage to Huddersfield. Got to say, what a tackle.
Absolutely.
Absolutely screamed out the line there. Is it Bradford? Okay, I've been corrected. It's a scrum to Bradford. Apparently the advantage was played over, and the knock-on from the amazing tackle from James Serple, or Ed Sheeran. So Kenny Wan about to feed the ball
in here
into the scrum.
Nope, the ref isn't happy, so he's called it up. He's going to have a word with the front rows here. Here we go, the ball's out by Kenny, he goes for the scoot himself.
He's gone for a run. Oh, he's gone backwards, come on Kenny, go to ground. Pick and go, let's go.
Bradford here, of course it's no 9 now.
Oh, so no, referee's called it. What's he saying? He's a bit of a Nigel Owens, this referee, just like the sound of his own voice.
He's a big guy with a big character.
Okay, that's a substitution in the front row for Huddersfield. Obviously the scrum hasn't been working, as we've been saying. Bradford have dominated the scrum, so they've tried to change it up by getting another guy into that front row. Another great scrum by Bradford, taken out.
Oh, and the ball dropped there
knocked on again. Going out wide, going out Huddersfield. Kick forward.
Ruben to chase.
Ruben to chase, and it's gone out wide. Underneath that final fence like a submarine. To be fair, if he kicked that ball any harder, it would be like a torpedo. It's coming back for the scrum. Pretty sure advantage was over, but no, they've come back for the scrum.
Scrum down, Huddersfield ball.
Oh no, Bradford ball apparently.
Bradford ball.
I don't really understand the call, but that's been a trend for this game so far. So in front of us right now we have Kenny Wan, the legend. Many a chance to be made over this man.
So he played at number 9, but known to play any number.
He's been known to play every number but number 9. So this is a new experience for him, apparently. And another big scrum by Bradford.
Ball's at 8 feet. And the ball's out. Kenny gives to Ethan at 10. Ethan plays in the centre.
Big contact there, big contact there. Fantastic effort by Innocent. Oh, apparently he was holding on.
Holding on in the ruck, so it's a Huddersfield penalty.
Okay, surely, so penalty Huddersfield on Bradford's 10-metre line. The number 10's quite scummy, so he won't be going for goal, he'll be going for the...
He's kicking for touch here.
Going for the touch.
And he's not made it.
He hasn't made it!
It goes dead.
It goes dead. A big mistake by the scoring guy.
So we have another scrum down here now.
If anything, this is a great thing for Bradford because the scrum has been the one solid thing for Bradford so far. There's been a couple of knock-ons. Yeah, there's been a couple of knock-ons, but there's been a few handling errors. A few balls lost in the rucks, but the scrum is everything we can rely on right now. And I've been saying this, and they might lose the scrum.
Curse of the commentator possible there, but
yeah, they're stood up a bit high. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pretty sure that's down to number 1 Huddersfield. Bit of a big lad. Looks like he's had a couple of pork pies in his time.
Certainly not been eating them grapes.
The only one in the front row with a scrum hat on as well.
And I can now see a dinosaur up on the top field.
Oh, there is a massive dinosaur on the top field.
But it's just by the floodlights at the moment.
Yeah, there is a dinosaur up there. I'm not sure if it's eaten. There's something hanging from the dinosaur, but it's up there. yet another scrum now. Scrum goes, I think, Huddersfield. Sorry, we've all been distracted a little bit by the dinosaur up on the top field. It's not every day you see a dinosaur in Varsity. That is a full-on dinosaur, wow.
Don't worry, there's nothing going on in the rugby at the moment. We're just waiting to start another scrum. Everyone's a bit amazed by this dinosaur, though.
There is a T-Rex on the top field.
The question is it here for Bradford or Huddersfield?
I really hope that's a Bradford T-Rex, I'm not going to lie. But then again, it could be from Huddersfield.
And the Huddersfield field the ball.
Prehistoric.
It's out by the number 8, into number 9's hands. He passes it out to 15.
Exactly.
He's got the winger on the outside. That's short.
Yeah, that's a knock-on, surely.
Knock-on
advantage. Knock-on advantage there, and it goes scrum Bradford.
He's got a knock-on Huddersfield.
Just outside of the Bradford 22.
Run down Bradford ball.
That looked dangerous for a second there, I'm not going to lie. If that was a better pass than number 4 onto the right-hand side winger, that could have been a solid another 5 points for Huddersfield. Okay, hopefully we get another solid scrum here from Bradford.
Looking for Kenny to get this ball right into the channel here, right into the channel.
Channel tummy, as you could say. Oh, ball kicked out.
Ball straight out.
Within the channel tunnel on the side of Calais. Does anyone know who the dinosaur belongs to?
Is that a Bradford or a Huddersfield dinosaur? That's the big question.
I really hope it's Bradford, but I've got a strong feeling it's Huddersfield. Okay,
so we've now got a Bradford scrum. Kenny to feed the ball again.
Away from Jurassic Park, we now have Rams playing Rugby Union in Varsity, and it is a scrum from Bradford just outside their own 22. Kenny Wan has the ball in his hands. Now
Kenny's told to use it by the ref, gets it out to Ethan at 10, who plays it back inside. Circle
James
runs through.
Great game so far. Bradford get that. Oh, Huddersfield, great rookie by Huddersfield. Get the hand on the ball, it's a turnover.
Huddersfield now with the ball just inside Bradford's 10-metre line.
Go on. Edmund Rostan is over the ball. He's over the ball. That's a turnover, surely. Let's see what the ref has to say about this one. He's pausing attention. He is a performer, this guy.
We've now got Lucas coming on at number 9 for Kenny Wan.
Lucas Uren. Kenny has been doing a fine effort, if I do say so myself. So Lucas Uren is on so far.
That's the first Bradford interchange there.
It is yet another scrum, but this one is to Huddersfield. Lucas Uren also has a ginger beard. It's not as mighty as the ginger beard of Neil Massey, but he tried.
He's a Viking in training.
He's a vibe, but he's not a king.
So the ball's fed in here by Huddersfield. Bradford scrumming excellently here.
Great scrum by Bradford. But they're liberated really, really well. Oh, they've cut through. They broke the tackle.
Cut through.
It's just into Bradford's 22.
Just inside the 22.
Just into Bradford's 22. Still going to the left.
They go out to the wing here.
Solid tackle by Bradford there.
Trying to play the ball out here into centre field. Tackled well for a loss.
Still going to the right by Huddersfield.
And one Huddersfield player's just lost his boot.
Great tackle. Right next to the Bradford line. This is scary. Okay, still on the Bradford line. Right in that right-hand corner. All these tries are going this right-hand side. Okay, this has been a stealthy play on the Bradford line. Let's see what the ref has to say.
And the Huddersfield player has just recovered his boot that he lost a few minutes ago.
I've got to say, in the last 10 minutes, Bradford have had the possession, but not the territory and not the points.
And of course, we must be getting close to half time now, and it is only a 7-point game.
It is only a 7-point game, and Bradford is still in it.
By our watch, we're at 34 minutes now.
Should be long left in the half. Bradford still must be feeling bad. They had a lot of the ball. They've been doing a lot of work in the scrums, a lot of work in the set piece, and especially in the scrum. They keep going. They're trying their best to get those turnovers. But I'm not gonna lie. Huddersfield are doing better in those rucks at the moment. They've got so many turnovers. They're getting their hands over the ball really, really fast. And Bradford have lost a lot of penalties by not letting go of that ball.
I mean, this is really a parallel universe to the game last year at Lockwood, where it was such a high-scoring game in the first half.
Tackle there, still a couple of metres outside of Bradford line.
But the ref has blown here.
What's the call for?
I believe offside against Bradford. And that is the Huddersfield player out of touch.
Great tackle there. Quickly taken penalty, passed out wide, and then great tackle. Not exactly sure who by, because it's out my vision, but he pushed him out wide. It's a line out to Huddersfield, but a great try-saving tackle there by Bradford.
We have Duncan here ready to take the line out for us.
Mr. North Italy 2012.
Alpha lifts well.
Referee's not happy again.
The ref said that the ball didn't go straight down the tunnel, so...
Unfortunate call there. So Huddersfield have the scrum. 5 metres from Bradford's line.
I believe he's actually given a knock on here in that play.
Oh, okay. I thought this wasn't straight.
It was a knock on, so it's now a Bradford ball with a scrum just outside their own try line. Really, we're looking at Lucas to get the ball in here, then straight to Hans Tweetham with a big kick to clear the lines.
We can see Edmond Rusted's bottom in this screen, ready to run. But Yinker's going. Yinker's going just to his own 22.
Of course, you have to remember Yinker's played a full American football game before starting this match.
Great defence by Bradford there. Pick and go. No, he's put it out wide. Inside.
Although there is a Bradford player down, Mr. Eddie Rostand is on the floor.
Eddie Rostand's holding his head. He's holding his head. He probably doesn't want his face to be ruined. He's got a lovely girlfriend at home. Oh no, now he's blown. He's up and he's okay. Oh no, he's bleeding. Oh God. Okay. Well, as it is now in Rugby Union, concussion checks are a very vital and big part of the game. So with a curtain of blood falling down from his head, ruining the colour of his hair.
There we go, and that will be Rob Hartley coming on. Whether or not he goes to full back or moves to centre and we push someone else back is yet to be seen. So
there was a clap right next to us. February Ross then. First player I've seen to have blood drawn for the for the Rams today. He's done very well. I thought he was just trying to be a pretty boy, but he's actually worked really hard. But however, In bigger news, this means we get to see our sports officer. Rob Hartley has been here for a good 5 years, captain the badminton team, created the lacrosse team. He has been the VP of the AU, he has been president of the AU, and he is leaving us next year. But he is a massive part of Team Bradford, and he is on the pitch right now. And if he scores today, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go mental. Because we all saw Sidgy, his replacement, play on Monday, and he didn't get the goal. But if Rob Hartley gets the try, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So again, we have the scrum here. Lucas ready to play the ball in. The ref's happy. The ball's played in here by Lucas. It's at the feet of the number 8. It's a pick and go by the number 8. Yinka's trying to get loose. Passes it to Yink, forward to Lucas. Lucas gets the ball away.
Very close to the try line here.
They've gone to ground here. And that's Neil taking the next charge in.
Neil the Viking Massey.
Working hard on the floor
Good
to
clear
the
out
ball.
here, good clear out. We've got another Bradford player down. Number 7.
Muzzy is now down.
Muzzy is down, also holding his head. Hopefully we can see if Muzzy's all right here. I think he just needs a minute. We've got our ever loving and ever caring Mr. Rob Hartley over him, making sure this boy's all right. Once again, we're getting chants from the Huddersfield guys just saying mean things about Bradford and not actually applauding themselves because they've got nothing better to say about
Eddie's
themselves.
here now with his head bandaged up.
So we have Edmund Ross then to our left, no longer a pretty boy, now just another headband idiot. It doesn't suit him, he's ruined his hair, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so back to the game, and not slagging off our fellow Jenkinauts. It is a scrum to Huddersfield on the Bradford 10 metre line. Huddersfield put in.
And now we have the Huddersfield scrum here with the lovely ginger head number 9 placing the ball into the scrum.
He's small and ginger, so he's probably playing rugby just so he can get girls.
And the scrum collapses. Bradford get the ball here, I believe.
Is this a turnover? No, I do believe that Huddersfield still have the ball.
The ref's blown up though.
Let's see what his call is. No, he's smiling. He's not really making a call. He is. He does love the attention, doesn't he?
He is flamboyant, isn't he?
He loves it. Oh, and it's a scrum. It's a scrum, Bradford. He made us all wait. A lot of this first half has been played between the halfway line and Bradford's 22. It's just been scrum. There was a post on the AU Council page today saying, can we stay off the Salem pitch because they've got a big game on the weekend, but all these scrums, they're just going to ruin the pitch anyway, so I think we should be able to run on anyway when we win.
And that's a pick and go by Yinka at number 8. He's running hard. But the ref's given a knock on by Bradford here.
Another handling error by Bradford.
This is going to be a scrum down to Huddersfield.
I think Bradford are going to need half-time just to compose themselves. There's been a lot of handling errors, a lot of knock-ons. And yes, the scrum's working really well for them, but really they want the ball in hand and they want to get that ball out wide and test these backs. These backs have not been tested yet. The forwards have been put through their paces, but the backs have not been. But Huddersfield backs have not been tested. So we need to get that ball out wide. I think the team talk from both sides is going to be crucial.
So the scrum's ready here. The ref's happy.
No, he's
he's not happy. He's called them up.
Loading it up.
He's having words again. He's wandering down the middle.
He's going to have a chat with Mr. Pork by himself, the only guy in the front row with the scrum hat. I'm not too sure if what's in the front of number 1 shirt is yellow or just the remainders of the custard creams he had before the match.
To be honest, the way these scrums have been going, Huddersfield have been crumbling like a custard cream dipped in a cup of tea.
Good one, good one.
Bradford are pushing them back again, but the 8
they've
gets the
won
ball
the scrum.
out.
Great.
15 gets the ball out to the winger here, but
Push
it's a
him out,
big
push him
tackle.
out.
And he's
Yes.
dragged out by Lucas.
Great tackle there.
So this is going to be a line out to Bradford.
Line out to Bradford about halfway between the 10-metre line and the 22.
But we've called for half time. That is half time, ladies and gentlemen.
It has been a very, very, very level half. One mistake by Bradford, one try to Huddersfield, that's all it is.
And the score is 7-0 at half time.
Bradford are very unlucky with that score. They've been the better team, but Huddersfield have defended tremendously. They've kept Bradford in their own half, but Bradford have dominated the scrum.
Just looking around now, you can see
but the breakdown has gone to Huddersfield and the handling errors.
Huddersfield look tired, the heads are down going into this half time. Whilst Bradford have got their heads held high, they know they've worked hard, carry on doing what they're doing, and they should come out with a win here.
They know it's their own mistakes. They know it's their own mistakes, and they know all they have to do is sort it out. Okay. So we'll leave you until the second half. It is now half time in our final fixture in Varsity 2016. We are down by 7 points. Bradford have been on top all half but kept in their own half, and one mistake led to one Huddersfield try. I am joined here by our VC, Mr. Brian Cantor. What do you think of the first half?
I think I'd be happy if we'd done better. But it was a game of errors, I think, and unfortunately our error led to the try. But we've not been holding on to the ball well enough, and let's hope we can do better in the second half. We need to win this one. I'm hoping we're going to win overall, but I'd like to win this one as well.
Well, Varsity is one of the biggest events of the year, and it's growing year by year. So this year, 30 fixtures. Yeah. What do you think of this year's Varsity?
Great, absolutely great. I think the more we can do, the better. I'm keen to build it up. We've got the Lord Mayor this year come and joined us. I hope you're going to interview her. She'd love to have a chat about it. It's great that she's turned out to come here, in the cold and everything. I'm keen to involve more people from the community. We need to build it up so that Bradford and Huddersfield can play a bigger role. But obviously for the students and for the university, it's really, really, really important. And we won 2 years ago, my first year as Vice-Chancellor. And sadly we lost last year, but we've got to win this year.
Well, you were there last year. This year it's at home. Are we doing a better job?
I think we're doing a better job at home, yeah. We had a great support last year. We had easily the best support. And actually, Huddersfield are doing a pretty good job of support this year. I have to give them the credit for that. But we've done a good job. I think we put on a great Varsity, and that's what matters, isn't it? And I think we're going to win. I've got my fingers crossed, and I'm confident we're going to win.
Final question: who's going to win, and what's the score going to be?
Oh, what in the game here? I'm going for us to win by 2 tries to 1. How's about that? So maybe a try and a goal. So maybe more like 10-7, something like that.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, so as you can see behind me, the second half's about to begin. I'll catch you after the match.
Good evening, one and all, and we're back here for the second half. Ethan Perkins ready to kick us off here for Bradford.
Oh, it is cold. Let's hope the rugby heats it all up. A bit of an inside word from the Bradford huddle. Word is they think they've got this. They just need to support each other a little bit better, and the game's theirs. And I've got to say, I agree with them.
And we're here. Both teams are ready. The ref looks ready. I don't really know what we're waiting for here.
Oh, the ref wants another chat. Here we go.
Oh, he's pulling up. He's pulling over the big guy. And we're here, we're just waiting, we look like we're ready to start here. Everyone's finished the half time, they've had their oranges and their chocolate, they've had their dairy milk and their water. It's time to start off.
Ethan Perkins kicks it down the middle. Being returned here by Huddersfield.
And Huddersfield have the ball here, the 9 plays it out to the 10, he charges in with it. Bradford with a good defensive line here, just inside the Huddersfield 10-metre line.
Bradford trying to ruck over.
And the referee blows. We'll see what he gives here.
Looks like crossing.
Looks like he's giving crossing here. Bradford ball. We'll see what Bradford choose to do with the penalty here, just inside the Huddersfield 10.
Surprised to see Ethan taking the penalty kick. You'd think that it'd be Lucas who was stepping up to take it. Hopefully Ethan can go the distance.
Ethan gets the ball out of touch, just inside the Huddersfield 22. So we await the Bradford line out here.
Now, before the game, Bradford were repping their line-outs a lot. You're hoping that they're going to come out with something a little bit special right now. This is the exact opportunity that Bradford need.
So again, we have Duncan here at hooker, ready to place the ball in.
Oh, there we go. The double jump, got it onto the back. I think
and Bradford go into the maul. They've got the maul working, but the referee's blown his whistle.
Not straight.
And we have a scrum down here for a knock-on against Bradford. Huddersfield ball. And we welcome back Johnny Jenkins here, who's just interviewed the Vice-Chancellor at half-time. How was that?
It was lovely. A lot of people say he isn't really behind sport, but he seemed incredibly passionate behind this event. I'm not gonna lie, he was incredibly passionate, and he's very, very proud of how they're doing. He's a bit nervous because of the score, but he believes in them, and so do I.
That's good to hear.
I've literally just been down to the toilets down in the old clubhouse, and it is absolute chaos in there. The girls have taken over the men's toilets. It's just ridiculous. They're queuing up for the men's.
And we have a clearing kick here by Huddersfield, collected by Ethan Perkins. He stays in bounds, but he's then pushed out just inside the Huddersfield 10-metre line.
Good effort. He is leading from the front.
And now we have the man, the legend that is Nick Hopkins entering the field.
Mr. Chopkins is on the pitch, going to prop, which pushes Will George into hooker.
In what will also be his final varsity.
It is his final varsity.
And possibly his final game for Bradford Rams.
He has been a big character in the Rams. He's been it for years. He was there in the dark days, he was there in the revival, and hopefully he's going to be here for the success. There's been to my left now, there's been a big clap off for Duncan Singer. He's put on a massive shift, played really, really well.
So with that sub, Will George will move from flanker to hooker.
According to sources, this is the best squad that the Rams have at the moment. This is the best squad they have. This is where the game is going to be won or lost.
And we just await the Huddersfield line out just inside their own 10-metre line. The ball's placed in straight, goes over everyone, is collected by the number 4, but is strongly tackled. But the referee has decided the ball wasn't straight, so we'll have to have a retake.
Okay, so this is a scrum to Bradford, I believe. I can see the scrawny chappy, the fly half for Huddersfield, looking a bit nervous on the screen in front of me, making a few calls. He doesn't seem confident here.
The ref's happy. He gives Lucas permission to put the ball in. The ball's into the channel. It's working its way back to the number 8.
Another solid scrum. Another solid scrum.
And Yinka picks and goes at number 8. He's tackled by the flanker there.
Good tackle there.
Bradford ruck over and pick and go.
There you go, another pick and go.
Bradford are working hard
there you go.
To get the hard
Oh,
yards.
Alpha almost got free then. Oh, Alpha almost got free. He's doing well. Come on, let's see what Bradford got. They've almost shuffled over to the left-hand side, but he's kicked it to his right.
Kick here
I don't know why.
Collected by the winger here.
He's stepping.
Oh, and it's a knock-on by Huddersfield.
It's a knock-on by Huddersfield. And it's a scrum just outside of Huddersfield's own 22. I'm just gonna say, when I had a chat with the VC before, he predicted there'd be a 10-7 win to Bradford. So that's a converted try
and a penalty kick.
He was a lovely fellow. He's
a lovely red and black jacket to support Team Bradford.
A lot more genuine than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. He's lovely guy. But at the end of the day, he was the guy that put on the VC Sports tournament, so he obviously loves a bit of sport here and there.
And I'll be passing over now to a Huddersfield player who's going to give you some balanced commentary for the next 5 minutes. And his name is Connor. So we're just waiting here for the scrum to be ready by the referee. Lucas is waiting to put it in. And whilst we're here, I'll hand over to Connor now.
Hello everyone, I'm Connor, I'm from Huddersfield. It's lovely to hear from you all. Obviously we're winning so far, so good start to the day.
Okay, first real moment of pressure for Bradford so far.
We've got Callum Wood from
just on the outside of the Huddersfield 22. Okay, they go for the pick and go, brought down just out inside their own 22. Just inside Huddersfield 22.
Slaymo, what are you on about? We've been bulking this year.
Okay, Huddersfield turned it over. Going out to the right, and the ball's gone out. The ball's gone out.
It's very close.
Bradford line out just outside Huddersfield 22.
Almost gone though.
Okay, Connor, pretty sure you'll have an inside knowledge. How's their season been this year?
We've had a very good season this year. We've only lost with Leeds at home. Leeds obviously came, they were a very strong side, we both know that, but they turned us over at home, we won that, but we're still top of the league. How are you lot doing?
Not as good as you, and you know that, I can see it in your face. But this is our strongest squad out right now. I've been told this is the best 15 we have, and it's looking good. We played best in the first half, it's just One mistake led to one try.
One mistake. We should have had two though, shouldn't we?
Nah, not too sure about that one. Refs, what's your opinion on the refs so far?
We'll bypass that question. We'll go on to the next one.
Good drive by Bradford.
Very good drive by Bradford there.
Let's see if they can bring this ball back. What's the ref got to say? He's always has something to say, this ref.
Do you remember, have you been here for, how many years have you been here for?
This is my 4th year.
This is your 4th year. Do you remember this kid in the black and red hat on the far left side of the pitch?
Nah,
do you remember from 2 years ago?
This is the most sober I've been at Varsity in 4 years.
If you try and remember 2 years back, he was the one who kicked everything that game. I think we won that game. Did we win that game?
Oh, there's going to be a lot more one-sided commentary right now. He's got a step on him, I can tell you that much.
He has got a very good step on him.
He has got a great step on him. This is our sports officer taking the drive.
Another very good drive from Bradford.
I watched the football on Monday. He's done a lot more than Jordan did.
Well, we've all seen the video from Bradford to Jordan Head. We thought it was hilarious. It's fine, but we'll carry on with that one.
I don't know. If you were 7.5 down, I'd be doing the same. If I was 7.5 down,
it's a very good video.
And you guys have come back in force today.
Yeah, that's what I've heard anyway. I don't know the full score, so
I'm scared. I thought we had it in the bag, but I've heard some of the scores and the results, and a lot of the wins that I thought we haven't had.
Well, on a personal opinion, this is the only game that matters, so it's fine.
Well, if it goes to a draw, this is the only one that matters.
If it goes to a draw.
If it goes to a draw.
I don't see that coming, mate.
I'm an overall, but here we go. This is going to be something. But I was just saying before to the previous commentator, RBC, he's only been here a few years now. This is his 3rd year. He said a 10-7 win to Bradford.
10-7?
10-7 win.
Very good call so far.
Which is probably a try, and all I can imagine is a dramatic Johnny Wilkinson drop goal.
Are we talking Johnny Wilkinson drop goal?
Pardon?
I don't think we are. I don't think you've got it in you.
I don't know, our captain, our inspirational leader, and our president as well is Ethan Perkins, our fly half. He's been playing fantastic all season, got the tries, all the points.
Which number is he, sorry?
He's our fly half.
Because we've played, obviously we've played you before. I think this year we won that.
You did win that. It was a good. I think you was a good 40
But for
points.
me, if there's anyone that's going to score for you, it's your number 13.
Number 13.
Yes.
That is Innocent from Zimbabwe. That's Yinka, who's
held. What a tackle!
Great tackle.
Can we call that
Big Joe?
Joe? That is Big Joe making the tackle there.
Can they get the ball out? Can they get the ball out? Let's see what the ref has to say. I think this is held up. This is a 5-metre scrum. Yeah, it's a 5-metre scrum to Bradford there, just held up. We have Mr. Elliot Hill coming on. Elliot Hill is coming on for Yinka on number 8, the guy that's made the massive drive and almost got the try. Just would like to mention that Yinka has played a whole game of American football just before this.
Very strong effort.
And he did athletics yesterday.
How did the American football result go for you?
Oh, not too great.
What was the score?
I'm pretty sure. To be fair, if I was focused on beating Huddersfield in Rugby Union, I wouldn't have the full concentration either.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, just a big shout out to him. He's put like one of those guys, what 110% in for all Team Bradford, no matter what sport. Have to congratulate him. Okay, so we have a scrum on Huddersfield's 5-metre line. This is one of those big moments. This could decide how this game goes.
We're going to have a big push from Huddersfield here. This is going to be our ball.
I don't know, Bradford have been dominating the scrum.
Yeah,
You've got to admit that. You may have the breakdown, but we've got the scrum.
It's been a very good scrum from Bradford so far, to be fair.
We haven't had a switch in our front row, but hopefully that won't affect the scrum too much.
I'm going to go with Huddersfield. There's no way that Huddersfield are beating us on beard.
Well, they're
Big shout out to Josh Haywood and Callum Wood for those beard contributions.
That ball, that is a knock-on, or no, that is a knock-on advantage or a penalty advantage to Bradford.
Very strong position for Bradford here.
It's a penalty advantage. And that is a try to Bradford! That is a try to Bradford. That is Lucas Uren.
That's Callum Wood for the missed
getting
tackle
the try there.
Going straight under.
That is our replacement number 9, getting the try. Good step, taking it in his hands. A good, quickly very fine, quickly taken penalty by Ethan Perkins there. So we have Ethan Perkins, our captain and president, trying to make it level here. This is setting up nice. If he gets this, it'll be setting up nicely for the VC score. Okay, we've got a very nice angle here to see the kick. And he's got it. It is now 7 points to Bradford and 7 points to Huddersfield. It's all tied up. This has just got quite dramatic.
It has got very dramatic here. So we're on 7-all now. Huddersfield look to push back now. For me, I think we've got it. I don't know about you, but I'm still confident. I still got a full confidence in my team.
Well, I said this about Bradford in the first half when they conceded. You'll see the real Bradford.
We always knew it was going to be difficult. We always knew the push would come in the second half from Bradford. But that's a very big take from there. We needed that kick-off. We needed that big.
Did that kick go 10 metres? I'm not too sure.
I think it did.
But the ref says it did, so that's all that matters. So what's the name of your scrum half? The
scrum half is Will Heron, coming back from... He's been ill for a few days. He didn't know if he could play tonight. It's a big game for him. He's a very, very good player. One of our best on the pitch, I'd say. Is that George Shields running through there? George Shields come through. He's improved a lot over the past 2 years he's going through. He's definitely got a try in him, I think, George Shields today.
Okay, knock on Bradford ball. On Bradford's 22. Just had a word on Yinka, on number 8, that had to come off before. Apparently his quad is cramping. That's completely understandable after all the sport he's played in the last 2 days.
I heard he was a bit scared of our centres. To be fair, we have got one very, very large centre.
You do have one.
He's a very large man.
I was going to say, like, usually you have the bigger centre at number 12 at the inside, but you guys have just swapped that around.
Big Joe plays where he wants. We don't really tell him where he wants to play. He just decides on his own.
You've gone for the Manu Tuolangi treatment over here, haven't you?
I'm gonna get a lot of abuse if I don't say R15's the biggest player. To be fair, if I don't, I live with him. He's gonna absolutely hammer me if I don't.
I feel like he's got small man syndrome.
Small man syndrome is previously number 11. I can't say that. I live with him. It's fine.
He is. Well, he was the guy that got all the points a couple of years ago, you said.
Oh, no, that's the new number 11. That's Welsh Hughes. I think he's got a few kicks in him, if not a few tries, but we'll see. You can see how good his step is in a few seconds.
That's the thing. It's with both Bradford rugby sides. All the power is within the pack, not on the wings. So as long as they can keep it in the centre, they should be okay.
I think to be fair, I think the packs are very, very even this game. Quite surprising after our visit to you earlier this year. I think was it quite a big win we had, or
yeah, it was only a few scores,
quite a few points, but we'll leave that behind. We'll carry on to the Varsity game. This is the one that matters
just before the scrum, we can see the Varsity trophy in front of us, held by Huddersfield, because as you all remember, they did win it last year. Okay, Bradford get the penalty from the scrum. Once again dominating the scrum.
been a very dominant performance from Bradford in the scrum, to be fair, this year.
Just wish they would do it in the breakdown. Just hearing the Huddersfield fans singing Huddersfield.
I think we're...
But
surely it's a bit embarrassing when we come to your home stadium and all you can hear is Huddersfield.
I don't know, you were there last year when no one heard it.
I was there last year.
When no one heard a word from Huddersfield. I was dressed as a chicken last year.
Dressed as a chicken? How come you were dressed as a chicken?
I was the Bradford Bantam.
The Bradford
Bantam, Bradford City's mascot. Penalty to Bradford.
Good position here as well.
Very good position.
13 down again.
Not as many injuries this year, this game, as there was in Rugby League. But we do have Innocent Tafwanza, our outside centre, down. I think it's just cramp. Hopefully he can carry on. He's a very strong player.
Very strong player. He's had a few good runs. They're always trying to break the line.
Can easily break the line.
Can always easily break the line. I played against him a few times. He's definitely break the line against us.
I will be going on tour with Innocent in a couple of weeks as well. This year on our way to Rimini.
How's that going to go for you?
Can't wait. There's more of us than there is of them, so.
Well, at least it's kind of positive for you, isn't it?
Right, this is a big moment for Bradford now. Let's see what they do. They're going to tap and go, they're going to kick it for touch.
I'm going to say it's going to be kicked for touch, surely.
I would do. Get the position. Line out hasn't been too strong for Bradford, but as long as they get in the right position, we'll see what happens.
Very good kick that.
Good kick that.
Very good position for Bradford to aim for.
A lot better than a similar kick in the first half there. About 10 metres from the Huddersfield line. So we have Will George. Recently just come back into the squad. Will George is going to throw it in.
We've got a very, very strong forward pack this year. I can see our number 6, Luke Pearson, stealing this ball.
Let's see what they've got.
Very close that.
There it goes. I think Bradford have taken it just about. Ball's going to ground though.
Good
James
tackle
Serval
there
takes it to
from
contact.
Sam
Great
Richardson.
tackle though. No yards made by Bradford. Just inside the 22. Another pick and go by Bradford. Driven backwards by Huddersfield.
That's another
Good
tackle
defence.
from Tom
Good
Lilly.
defence.
Very,
Nick
very
Jopkins
well played
takes
from
it.
Tom Lilly.
The old boy, he makes a few yards. Some of the Bradford supporters to my left weren't too happy with that tackle there, said it was a bit high. Jopkins doesn't seem to mind though.
Very good line speed from Huddersfield there.
Get over that ball, Huddersfield quick to the breakdown there. Have they made the turnover? Let's see which way the penalty goes. This referee loves making us wait. He is a dramatic one, isn't he?
A tiny bit. Like I said, I'm not saying anything. I'm remaining completely impartial.
It's a scrum, Bradford. Not entirely sure why, but
good position again.
Another good position. Yinka is back on. Our number 8 is back on. The big man. Not many people know this, but he was nominated for Sportsman of the Year this year.
Did he get it?
He didn't get it. He was nominated, but he was up there.
Who got it?
Our tennis captain. Our tennis captain, undefeated all year, and was captain of the most improved team.
Oh, strong. Well, good effort at least.
Very good effort. I think men's tennis lost today. I'm not too sure. I can't confirm that, but I
can't confirm that either. I'm not entirely sure on the scores for today, so
I'm not entirely sure.
It's a good scrum from Bradford there.
Oh, and it's a knock on by Bradford.
I think that
it's not. It's gone backwards. It's gone backwards.
Good play from the Bradford team there. Good defence from the Huddersfield team, very good defence.
Yinker's got it, Offloads to Will Collins. Will Collins breaks through a few challenges. They got men over the ball.
Very poor pick and go there, I'd say. No real pace taken out.
He was indecisive, wasn't he?
Very indecisive. I don't think anyone knew what to go there. Very good defence again from the Huddersfield team. Very good line speed. Tom Wormsley again making tackles.
Was that a deliberate knock-on? I don't think
I wouldn't
so.
say it's a deliberate knock-on. Tom Wormsley is a player that will not miss a tackle for any game he plays. So
I think he was just storming up the line for the tackle there. I don't think that was deliberate. So the first knock-on was by Huddersfield, so scrum goes Bradford, not far from the Huddersfield line. If I was a Huddersfield boy right now, I'd be a bit nervous. I'm not too sure.
You'd say you should be nervous, but with the faith we have in our defence, with the line speed we have, with every kind of tactics we perform, I'd say we've got this. It's going to carry on. The defence is going to be very strong, and we build on that from attack. Our defence is our main point.
So you think penalty? Well, at least you'll draw a penalty and then get out.
I'd say from here we've got a Luke Pearson turnover, and we'll break up the field. But we'll see.
There can't be much time left. Ref wasn't happy with the scrum. Apparently there's still a good 15 minutes left in this half.
Bradford have been camped in Huddersfield's half for a while now as well.
Okay, Yinker is back off, Elliott is back on. Elliott Hill, quite a controversial fresher. Likes the drink, likes the chat.
Well, don't we all?
Right, scrum Bradford, ball's about to be put in. Let's see what can happen here.
Poor hands from Bradford
Knock on surely by Bradford.
In a very good position for Bradford, and unfortunately you just completely messed it up there.
Okay, ball still in Huddersfield's 22, but this time it's a Huddersfield put in. All this pressure must be getting into Huddersfield, not only physically but mentally as well.
I think this would actually drive them. We've always throughout our season this year, we've always started strong and we've gone off the gas. We think we've just got it in the bag, but I think the boys now know that they need to carry on pushing. They'll push for the entire game, and they need to win it. We've got quite a few members of our team this year that are going to finish this year. It's their final year, and they do not want to go out losing. Sam Broughton, the captain, final year, being made captain after his placement year. He knows how much it means to him, and he will not leave this pitch without a win. So I'm still very confident in our boys, and I believe we can do it.
That's fair. We've got quite a few boys as well leaving. This is their final year, so especially Rob Hardy out there.
Always a huge game
playing
for any final year.
It's
always a huge game.
It is. Varsity means more to any rugby union player.
Oh, yeah, completely.
To any rugby union player, especially this final year. Good tackle there. Huddersfield pushed back, but they've still got the ball. Trying to get the fast ball out so they can get the kick.
Continuing with those pick and goes, trying to make those yards. Make some space for our number 10, Alex Garden.
Yeah, there's the kick.
Another good kick from Will Herron.
Great take there.
Very good take.
Fantastic take by Rupin, who was on the wing, but he's been pushed back to fall back by all the injuries. Bradford now at the ball back in Huddersfield's 22. James Serple takes it again.
Fantastic tackle by our
well
10,
so
Alex
far.
Garden.
Okay, he's now on the far left-hand side. Expect a couple of pick and goes right now. That's the first. Good drive, good drive. Good couple of yards. Oh, he's on his own there. He ran on his own. Let's get into support.
Once again, a very dangerous position for Bradford to be in.
Bradford need to support each other right now. Oh, the referee's blue. He's not happy again. If this ref was my wife, I'd be driven mad. There would be no way to make this man happy.
It's a Bradford penalty there.
There's just something always wrong. So it is currently 7-7, and if it stays at a draw, I do believe it will go to extra time.
So extra time will be a golden point. First person to score wins. Is that correct?
I do believe so, but that has yet to be confirmed by the rugby boys. Hopefully it won't go to extra time, then we will have a winner, because
Huddersfield will win, hopefully.
And Bradford will, hopefully. But this is yet another great position for Bradford. I feel like I've said that several times.
Bradford piling on the pressure in this last 10 minutes.
They just need to get this ball. They just need to get this ball down.
If anything, I'd say play through the backs.
I'm not going to lie, but
Huddersfield's
line have been incredible. When they've been playing this ball to the backs, Huddersfield's line have been quick.
Very fast.
And not giving them any space at all to get any kind of play going.
Tackle has been made every single time. No one's missed a tackle, I don't think, so far. And that's down to very good coaching. We've been... Oh, here we go.
Yes! Penalty try to Bradford. Penalty try to Bradford. That is a penalty try to Bradford. I think that is just down to consistent pressure.
Very consistent pressure.
Consistent pressure. I'm surprised there was a penalty try before a yellow card there.
Yeah, you've been camped in our 22 for the past 10 minutes now, we'll say. I think we always knew something would come from it. But a very consistent defence from the Huddersfield team. Just an unfortunate penalty try that's come about from it.
Okay, that is a conversion made by Ethan Perkins, the captain. So that gives Bradford a 14-7 lead.
Are we saying about 10 minutes left of this now as well?
I would say there was about 15 minutes left in this, I'd say. Plenty of time for Huddersfield to get back into it. Maybe.
We've got Charlie May coming on the pitch for George Shields now.
They've got plenty of time. Let's see what they're made of. Because Bradford are going to be tired, but then so are Huddersfield. Let's see what they're made of. Bradford take it. Good pick up there by Will Collins.
Very good tackle there from Mark Davison, our hooker.
Held up a bit there. Bring it to ground, that's a maul now.
Moving nowhere so far. Finally a bit of movement in the maul.
Huddersfield have more numbers than his maul. And the maul goes down, Penalty to Huddersfield.
Very well done by Huddersfield there. Very good maul. Wasn't allowing any kind of movement there from the Bradford team.
That first came from that great tackle on our prop. Held him up.
Another tackle from Mark Davison, our hooker, who's had a fantastic game. This is fresh as year. First game in Varsity, and he's performed amazingly. We've just been informed that the scorekeeper has been trying to give the points to Huddersfield, which I'm completely okay with. I don't know about you.
I think half of the crowd opposite me would not be okay with that.
We'll say the other half will be, and I think we'll take it. It's fine.
Okay. So it's a scrum here just inside Huddersfield's half. Just inside. Okay, ball is pulled in. Is that a turn? No. Twisted. Let's see what the ref has to say. Whoa! No. It's always that one guy with the headband, isn't it?
There's always one.
Always one guy with a headband. Oh, there's our number 9, Mr. Lucas Uren, trying to make friends.
We have a fiery captain, it's fine. He's always up for a tiny bit.
You need a fiery captain there, don't you?
You do, to be fair. There's always Sam Broughton, our captain, the number 8. He's the first person into anything, so we can't really deny him that.
Leads with passion, leads with fire.
Does lead with passion. We'll definitely give him that one. He's always the first person into anything. And I can't say he's not happy to have a tiny bit of a scrap. He's definitely going to love that.
You can see it all over his face. Hasn't been as feisty as I thought it'd be. It's been quite a clean match for a Varsity.
It has been quite a clean match for a Varsity. He's not been any kind of aggression. I think it's because
it's been so close, you know.
Very close game. Here we go. Sam Broughton with the pick off the back of the scrum. Mark Davison running in again. That's very well tackled by Bradford.
Quick ball though, quick ball. They've gone to this blind side.
Luke Pearson with the ball. That's our vice captain there. If he hasn't told you already, he's told everyone else I've ever met that he actually models for Cleckheaton Rugby Club. Sometimes he plays, but if you ask him, he'll tell you he's modelled for him.
So he models for a Bradford.
If you go onto the Cleckheaton Rugby page, he's actually the front page of it. So he's told every single person in Huddersfield that he is at the front page of it.
So a Huddersfield man is proud of modelling for a Bradford club.
We'll say Cleckheaton. I wouldn't say that's Bradford, would you?
Knock on!
Unfortunate from Welshie there, our number 11.
A big kick and a knock on by the man that got all the points 2 years ago.
The man that got all the points 2 years ago, yes, that is him indeed.
So that is a scrum Bradford. Just inside. Scrum to Bradford. Oh no, is it penalty to Bradford? Penalty to Bradford just inside the 10 metre, Huddersfield's 10 metre line.
Points or touchline, what are you doing here?
Well, if I could kick that far, I'd go for points, but I don't think our captain can.
We need Welshie then, don't you?
Hey. Okay, is that just inside? That's just inside Huddersfield's 22. So I think there's, I'm thinking a catch and drive here.
I think you have to take it down and maul it there. I think you have to drive this, but we'll see. The forwards look like they're blowing a bit, but we'll.
They do, don't they?
How they're doing.
Backs look all way too comfortable, don't they?
Very comfortable. Forwards are driving this ball. Very
That's a good drive by Bradford. Ball's at the back as well. Really good maul there. Held up now by Huddersfield.
Very well held up. Huddersfield have managed to stop that.
They've got a second burst of energy here. They're close to the line. Close to the line now. I've no. That is a try to Bradford. It's a try in the corner from the driving maul. Straight from the Rugby World Cup, that. Special favourite from everything we saw in the Rugby World Cup. Fantastic over there by the forwards that have been putting in a massive shift throughout the whole match. I don't know how they're still going. As I'm hearing from my left now, the chances are up the Rams. Up the word I can't say, Rams. It is 19-7 to the Rams with a very, very, very difficult conversion to make.
Very difficult conversion. What do you think? Is he making this?
If he does, I'll.
If he does, you can buy me a pint.
I've got a strum on my back. Oh, we're fine. He's trying to hit it with the Bradford fans now. I think they got a bit cold with you all. And the flag stayed down. It stays 19-7 to Bradford. Just to confirm, that's 19-7 to Bradford. Not long to go now.
Still winnable for Huddersfield. We've still got this in us. All I'm getting in my ear is the cameraman from Bradford telling me we haven't got it in us, but I'm pretty sure we have. I'm not liking this like vote of unconfidence in my ear. I'm really not enjoying this. I offered to help for as an offer, and I'm getting this abuse in my ear. I'm really not enjoying this. Can we stop, please?
Oh, that's a nice break there by Huddersfield. In the right position, Bradford tried to regroup. Surely that was Bradford offside. No. Their captain takes it forward.
More yards made by Huddersfield. They're really wanting it now.
Okay, this is a Huddersfield penalty.
Alex Garden, our number 10, is going to kick for touch, I think, here. Still, all I'm getting in my ear, I'm sorry that I can't, that anyone else can't hear this, but all I'm getting in my ear is abuse here. There's still no points being made
kick
here.
To touch
kick for touch is fine, we're still going to go for that try. Can I get all this abuse out my ear, please?
Okay, so that was a kick to touch from Huddersfield from the penalty. This is a line out on Bradford 22. There's a throw to the front of the line out. They're going to go for the driving maul as well. The maul still going. Maul still going.
Very, very good push from Huddersfield here. Tom Lilly taking that ball at the line out.
They're doing well, they're still going. And the ball goes down here.
Play out to the backs here, surely. Sam Richardson kicking that ball. We've got Huddersfield ball there. I think we've got that ball.
It's on the Bradford line here. It's on the Bradford line. It's so close to the Bradford line. This is a very, very, very tense finish.
Very dangerous position here.
If Bradford had not got that final score, this would be a very, very nervous affair. Still is, actually. But poor pass, poor pass.
Very poor pass. Alex Garden taking the ball up there from a Will Heron pass. Unfortunately.
So you said your team's been bulking this year?
We have been bulking. Ask George Shields, our number 15, if he's been putting a bit of weight on this year. Just ask him about his legs.
Just to mention his legs?
Just talk about that. Still more yards being made by Huddersfield here.
Thrown out wide by Huddersfield. Centre field now. It's the big number 13.
Big Joe there taking the ball in.
Playing where he wants to play because no one can tell him what to do. This boy is a maverick.
Just there.
Back the other way now. Back to the left. They got man out wide, but he's been selfish.
Got to be given.
He's been selfish.
Callum Crossley taking the ball in there. Should have passed it.
He needed one more pass and that was a try. He's been a selfish boy.
Tom Lilly taking the ball in again. We've got number 19 Thor over the ball.
Let's see what the ref's got to say. We can't see from here. We're just looking at our monitor. Okay, the linesman's got a word to say. Okay, penalty to Huddersfield. Tap and go really quickly. Big tackle. Big tackle.
Bosh from Luke Pearson.
Muzzy has put a shift in on our open side flanker. Bradford pushing them back.
Good defence again from Bradford there. Will Heron getting the ball out. Tom Stainsby on the ball.
Put it out wide.
That's Sam Broughton going in. We've got someone with the camera out, so we would tell you what's going on.
We can't see. Still on the Bradford line here, on the left-hand side.
This is try time for Huddersfield here, try time.
It's a very, very slow ball here. They pushed out wide again, they've gone out wide again. Another big tackle.
Again from Bradford.
Great tackle, is that Rupin again? Another boy that's putting a big shift.
That's Tom Aitchinson running through. Very, very good run from Tom Aitchinson.
Tackle just on the line again, no?
Ref's called it back there.
See what the ref has to say again. Bit of confusion here. Oh, and that's game over. 19-7 to Bradford. Bradford have won Rugby Union in the final fixture of Varsity 2016.
Very good performance from Bradford there. Very good
solid performance. Commiserations to Huddersfield. They played so well. They defended incredibly well in that second half. They were in their own 22 for a good 20-25 minutes.
Very, very strong defence in our second half there. Unfortunately, it's not meant to be. We'll be back next year. We're back a lot stronger. But very good performance from Bradford. Unfortunately, it's just not meant to be today.
Yeah, total respect to the Huddersfield team. Like you said, you've got a lot of people playing their first varsity, and they're only going to come back stronger next year.
Come back stronger, obviously.
This is a very big win because obviously this is a Bucks fixture as well. It's a big win for Bradford. It'll keep them up. It'll push Sunderland down. But the main thing, I'm really sorry, but it's a varsity win.
It's a varsity win.
It is a varsity win.
Unfortunately.
But I'm sorry, the way you held out for so long, incredible effort. But massive congratulations to the Rams, Ethan Perkins and his team. They did so well. So many lads out there putting a massive shift. Got to say to both our second rows, they played it well. Our front row dominated that scrum. Muzzy did so well in the breakdown. He absolutely smashed it. They all put in some big tackles. James Serple made some just like disgusting runs, smashing into people. Rob Hartley came in when he wasn't expecting to play and played a solid role. It's a big game, and Huddersfield played really, really well. And it was a clean game.
Very clean game.
It was
not what we expect from Varsity. I'd probably personally like a lot more aggression from our team.
Yeah.
But what is. We'll come back stronger next year, and we'll see you back at Lockwood Park for another tight game. We'll say tight game for now, but next year it's not going to be the case. We'll come back stronger.
It's a completely different story down by the aqueduct, isn't it? But all I can say is congratulations to Bradford. They're going through the tunnel now. But this has been the coverage and commentary of the rugby. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
It's been fantastic. Thank you and goodbye. And what a second half by the Bradford Rams. They only went and got a good 19 points to make a massive 19-7 finish to Bradford. They've only gone and won it, after all these fixtures, 30 fixtures, 9 different venues, 4 days. You really do have to ask yourself, was it worth it? And you have to take one look behind me, look at the celebrations, and the answer is, of course it was worth it. A great performance by the Bradford Rams there. Some big tries, some massive performances. Everyone's proud. Even the man I was commentating with he was amazed. Huddersfield put in a massive effort in defence there. They defended their own 22 for a good 20 minutes. And I was so surprised by how well they did. But at the end of the day, there could only be one winner, and that winner was Bradford. Now it gets to the nervy bit. It's on to the full varsity results. Who knows who's got it? We've won some fixtures, they've won some fixtures, who knows? But there's only one thing we know for certain. We are the Rugby Union champions, once again, 2 years in a row. Thank you very much. I've been Johnny Jenkins. Thank you. And I should be with you for the final result in a matter of moments. Well, we've only gone and done it! An absolutely massive 16.5-10 win to Bradford. It's not just a win, it's a huge win. And I'm here with our sports officer, Robert Hartley. Okay, Rob, how much does this win mean to you?
This is the world to me. This is the best thing that's ever happened. It's amazing. Absolutely awesome. Yeah.
And as I'm sure you all saw, Rob was heavily involved in that final game, then having to come on in that first half, even with this crippling unfitness. How was playing a big Rugby Union win in your final ever varsity?
I realised that I definitely need to get back to the gym. But absolutely fantastic to finish it with the lads I started with. Absolutely awesome.
Must have meant a lot. So what was the highlight over the last 4 days for you?
Two big highlights. Firstly, so proud of Bradford getting behind. Well, in general, obviously. But firstly, getting behind Hands Off HRI, absolutely massive and incredible that everyone could get behind it. Secondly, the awesome support that every single club had for each other. You had kind of like lacrosse going over to badminton, you had rugby going over to football, you had everyone helping each other. Athletics were half made up of kind of presidents and secretaries of other clubs. Absolutely fantastic Team Bradford support and exactly what we've been working for all year.
Yeah, Team Bradford have been long in the making and it's finally here, and you saw it over these last 4 days. All I want to say, I can tell you're proud, but are you ever going to forget this moment?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So there you go. Okay, and I've already said this kind of before, but I'm going to have to say it again. In the words of Danny Dyer, 30 fixtures, 9 venues, 4 days. After all of that, you really do have to ask yourself, was it worth it? Of course it fucking was! Thank you very much. I've been Johnny Jenkins, and this was Varsity 2016.
Hello, sir. How are you enjoying Varsity? Hello, sir. And who are you supporting in this? What are your opinions on fracking in London? Now, the majority of the scientific community agree that you should actually have feathers. What do you think of that?